Right, hi guys, it's coming up for 11:30 in the evening. I was sat indoors, it's as hot as hell, so I thought I'd come and do some astrophotography. And there's a little church, it's about 5 or 6 miles away from where I live. Excuse the busy roads. There's no history of anything paranormal happening here. I've been here, what are we time was? We're 11:27. I got here at 11:20 and I've already thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye. But as I said, it's a busy road, so it could have just been something from the world. I wanted to do some astrophotography anyway. I'll see if I can put the light on and just flick it around. Can't see it very well in this light, unfortunately. Consider it's a full moon and there's a lot of street lights around, you can't see it very well. Let me see if I can get a bit closer. Some of the gravestones. There was a war memorial there, so it's used as a war memorial graveyard. I don't know how well we can see that. It's very dark. Beautiful architecture. That's the main entrance. Was the previous main entrance. The actual entrance is around the side now. So as you can see, there's street lights about, but surprisingly, it's very dark. There's houses over there. Over that side, it's just pure countryside. I'm literally just on the outskirts of Whittam. So I'll show you some of the graves. I did take some photographs here during the last Aurora Borealis down this way, which were interesting. Cars going past, they're going to make it a bit harder. I'm going to give it a go. There's a 13th century font that's been turned into a little cactus thing. Little cactus plant now. Very calm sensation here. I'm hitting more buttons here, unfortunately. What button is it? Is that one? Right. It's very calming sensation here. Though I do have heavy pressure on the temples. I would have said normally that was a storm, but there's not a single cloud in the sky. It is extremely, I don't know if well that'll come up on camera, but very bright full moon. So yeah, I've taken a couple of pictures so far. Unfortunately, astrophotography takes a lot of battery power, so I'm not too sure how well it's going to work. It's kind of dark. I'll turn it around, you'll see. So you can see on my phone there set up for the astrophotography. The tall one there, you can just about make out that's the military one. I don't understand why I've got pressure on the temples. There's no storm around, which is unfortunate because I love a storm. I love investigating on storms. So, here we go. Honour the men of Rivenhall who gave their lives for king and country in the Great War, 1914 to 1919. So what's that? I'm not very good at history, so that's what, First World War. This monument erected is a proud and affectionate memory by their grateful fellow parishioners. And got a few names there: Lieutenant S.J.H. Tabor, Lieutenant Corporal R.E. Grant, Private H.G. Butler, Petty Officer W.A.W. Butler. So, and there's some beautiful plant in here. So we thank you all. You can kind of see the church from there. Yeah. I don't know what's going to pick it up, but it's quite a... No, it's not. It's a very starry night. So, I'm going to set myself up. Hopefully I've got the cars. Why does it keep going out of focus? Oh, that makes sense. It keeps going out of focus. Oh, it's a gravestone. I thought I saw something there, but it was a gravestone. You scared myself. There's some really old ones here, I think. This one is 1896. October 9th, 1896. That's in pretty good condition for such an old stone. Unfortunately, this phone isn't picking it up. How starry it is. Let's have a look at this old one. I was drawn. I just heard a voice. It could have possibly been someone in that car, but it's too far off. I literally just heard a voice. Weird. I said it could have possibly been someone in the car as it drove past, but that was quite a long distance. Wow. You can see how far they are up. Oh, weird. This little one I'm really drawn to. If there's anyone here, can you make my camera stand in front and make my camera go out of focus, please? The shaking is my hands, unfortunately. Just countryside everywhere around here. It's lovely. This is an exceptionally old one. It's so worn you can't actually see names or anything on it. It's so worn out. Got the ivy all over it. Let's see if I can... No, you can see how dark it is here. Which is a shame. For it to be that worn, they've got to be pretty old. Now, I thought I heard a voice. Get rid of that spider web. I don't want to walk through that. Now they're pretty warm. I did hear a voice, but one that could have been the car. Somebody talking in the car as they went past, but I thought, thinking about it, they were too far off. There's houses over that way, so it could have possibly been there. Right, so I'm going to take a few more photos. Let me see if I can get that clear image of that church. Let me try. No, it's too dark. No, unfortunately, the church is too dark. I'll give it a try. I've got my K2, I've got my cat balls. I'll see what I can do. So, come back in a few minutes, guys. Right, guys, apology for the darkness, because it is getting quite dark here now. We're now coming up for 11:45 at night. I'm on about my 5th picture. I've heard possibly what was a disembodied voice, but like I said, they're behind me in that direction. There is, it's quite a creepy picture. Sorry. I heard what was possibly a disembodied voice, but there had been a car that had recently gone past. It could have been somebody talking, but there was a good. By the time I heard the voice, I was probably close to a quarter of a mile away. But it's a very long road. I'm not going to be able to see very well, unfortunately. No, it's extremely dark. I'm doing some astrophotography. It's unfortunately extremely dark here. I'm doing some astrophotography. I said I thought I'd heard a voice, and I possibly heard some movement on the gravel footpath. But this time of night, that could have been an animal. I think there's a little bit too much light here, to be honest, for the astro. There is no stories of hauntings here. You get the local stuff, but local stuff, it's just stories a lot of the time. Being quiet because it's just over behind me over that way. I do like that. That looks really good. There's houses there, so I'm trying to keep quiet in case people are trying to sleep. The car's quite busy still, unfortunately, so I'm going to take this one more picture. Now I'm going to get myself a drink, and then I'll start bringing out the equipment, and we'll see what we get from there. So I'll be back in about 5-10 minutes, guys. Take care. Right, so I'm back, guys. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too light to do my astrophotography. You may not see it, but I'm not really getting the clarity that I want. But I have, so you see, I've set up the K2. Next to that is cat bell, and I've set up a phone with an app on. So let's give it a try, shall we? There are any spirits here. It's a beautiful graveyard. Your body's been left in a beautiful location. I have 3 pieces of equipment. They said you can manipulate to talk to me or communicate with me. If you understand the little white lights there, can you make them go higher to a different colour? There's a little ball there that if you touch it, it flashes. Word charts just come up on the app, TV. So I'm guessing that's just going to be random word generation. Okay. Down. If you hear my name's Carl, I have some knowledge of spirit. I wish to communicate. What the fuck was that? Oh, smoke. Oh, it wasn't a motor. I don't know what the hell that was. Excuse my language, people. I don't think there's anything paranormal. If that was you that made that noise, can you let me know via the thing with the words or by the lights? There is no history of paranormal activity in this graveyard or the church. No supposed. The word God's just come up. I'm in a graveyard and the word God's just come up. Well, the one thing I don't believe in. Do you mean this is a place? Just heard fucking footsteps again. See, there is houses there, so they could have animals potentially, but that moon's very bright. That's why I'm not getting very good pictures. Ironically, the word God's come up, the one thing I don't believe in. Do you mean this is a place, what's that? Wave. Can you stand in front of the camera and let me know you're here? Can you manipulate? Look, I'll show you. This here, it takes quite a lot of movement. Whoops. It takes quite a lot of movement, but you can manipulate that by touching it. You can manipulate that by touching it to let me know that you're here. Trouble is, I'm really struggling to stand because of my legs. Being on the motorbike, I've got no way of bringing my walking stick. So can you make the lights flash to let me know that you're here? You said the word God. I don't believe in God. I believe in spirit. I don't believe in a God. Can you give me proof? Gravestones are here, so I'm not going to be able to... Can I put that on? Yes, I can. The gravestones are so old, as you can see, they've literally got nothing written on them. They've just worn through from nature. Oh, it's actually a bit better. You can see a bit better now. Cat build a K2. I'm about 7-8 feet away. The phone's not affecting the K2, so it's pretty good. My name's Carl. I have knowledge of spirit. This is a beautiful, serene location. There's no storms around yet. I've got real pressure in my temples. There is street lights there and phone or power cable, whatever that is. So it could possibly be causing that. Let me have a look around. Can you show yourself on camera? Motorbike helmet. Sorry guys. That moon is very bright. If anyone sees anything or hears anything, please let me know. So I'm concentrating on managing to try and stand up. Before anyone says it, that was cigarette smoke, sorry guys. Boy. Do you mean there's a little boy here? I'm really struggling to stand because of my arthritis. Is there a young boy here? Can you show yourself on the camera? You can't see it, bro. Can't see it because of the moonlight. And then this phone's not the best quality, but just over there, you got the ISS drifting past. All that way up. Let's have a look at some of these ones here while it's going. Nice. Now the gravestones, when the gravestones are like this, actually, that makes a lot of sense. said boy. Now, when the gravestones are like this, why that's out of focus, I don't know. It should come back shortly. When the graves are like that, it tends to be, from what I was told, I don't know how true it is, but I was told that meant that the person died in childbirth and the mother and child were buried together. I have no idea why the camera won't focus. One thing about this phone, it's not very good for a lot of things, but one thing it is good for is filming and going live. I don't get why that's strange. There's another one, smaller one there. That's means there's more than one person buried here. Let's see if I can get the focus back in. I don't get why he was doing that. Boy, this art. Okay, so we've had some sort of comments here. What we got? Boy, this noon, sorry. Okay, it's interesting. Well, K2's going. Is it my phone? Ah, yeah, it is. It's my phone. Right, okay. Neck. Right, so as you can see, my phone is affecting the K2 if I get too close. But if I come back here, don't do anything. So, then there's that there, I believe, means there's a bit more than one person buried. As I said, these small ones like this tend to be, not in all cases of course, but they seem to be when mothers died in childbirth and the child. And I had the word boy come up, so that was kind of interesting. I don't necessarily mean anything. So, right, just to show you, is my K2, my phone affecting K2. Yep, okay. So, right, I come back here, about 8 feet away, and it's not affecting it. Right, okay. So let's just come up. Oops, I'm obscene. I've just been called obscene. I've been called worse. Obscene creature. I believe I just got called an obscene creature. You see, I just heard footsteps there. Obviously, I'm out. Right over there's countryside. So, around here there could potentially be an animal. It could, but the grass is actually quite short, as you can see, so, okay. That may have been something, may not have been. Was that you I just heard walking? And the word love's just come up. Okay. I just heard the word, a voice say yes. When I said, is that you? I just heard it go this way. Could you do that again, please? Oh, I've got birds now. I'm waiting for some birds up. After I said, was that you that did that? I just heard the word yes. Could you do that again, please? close. Come back. I'm not too close, and it is flickering. Let me go a bit closer. Check. Right, so if I get too close, my phone does affect it. Okay. I just want to keep making sure on that, so when I step back, if anything happens, and it's solid white now, so there's a boy. Is that your grave there, with your mum? The word love's come up. Can you show yourself on camera? No, me moving then, that might have put that out of focus, but I'll take that as my fault that went like that then. Apologies about that, guys. I lost signal, unfortunately. I'm not out in the middle of nowhere. I've had no idea why I lost signal. So, it is, as you can see, very dark. But I was just before I got cut off. I was saying that I'd heard something, and I don't know whether it was. If I don't want to get too close, actually, because it affects the K2. But on the app, it came up sound just after I'd mentioned that I'd heard something. What else have we got? Beforehand, sand, and wanted. Most likely just random word generation, but I don't want to get too close because the phone is the other phone. I've got the the other phone I've got aeroplane mode on, so it's not affecting it. But as far as you can see, if I come up with the phone I'm using, it goes insane. Right, only about 25 minutes. So, as I said, we've got a gravestone there. And I was always told, how true it is, I really don't know. Tomorrow I'll ask Linda to confirm it. But I was always told that when you had it like that, it meant that mother had died in childbirth, or the mother and child are buried there. And I had boy come up, and a few other things. You want to climb. K2's going off, and that's not my phone that's doing that. Okay. That's my phone doing it, affecting it. Let me step back again. And it wasn't me. If that's you, can you do better than that? Make lights come up more. Bring. See, if in fact I was honest, I would have just said that was something going past the camera, but it's not. I'm using my vape. There's a boy there. Come up, boy. All the other word that came up was being touched, and can I feel being touched? Unfortunately, I'm in so much pain with my knees, with my arthritis, I'm struggling to stand. So I'm in motorbike, I can't bring my walking stick. At least when I go out with the kids and that, I can take my walking stick, but on the bike I can't. The boy, is that you that's buried in that grave there? Are you buried there with your mum? See, but I may be wrong about what that interpretation is like that. I'm only saying what I was told. So, just come over here. There's more here. Yeah. So, there's another one with spores. So these could potentially be. I'd need to ask Linda. She's the historian of paranormal Anglia. Lovely Linda Dean. I was always told when graves were like that, it was a child. Ooh. I can't make it. 1800. Wow. 11B. Oh, sorry, 1865. I don't know why we can see that, 1865. I don't know if anyone is commenting, but it's not actually coming up on the screen for some reason, so apologies. I will be putting it. Oh, it's a broken one, bless them. They're so old and worn. They're so old and worn, bless them. Oh, it's absolutely covered in ivy. I look that way. Oh, it's blurred still. I think that's my fault, unfortunately, guys, sorry. There's some here that are relatively modern. I won't put the names on because, yeah, see, there's that one here is 1971, 76, 71, 72. That's 72. I just heard something over there. If you're there and you wish to communicate, come talk to me. Motorbike helmet, sorry guys. I don't think. What we got? Oh my god, I said I thought I heard footsteps. Sorry, let me turn this off a minute. KT is going off because my phone. I said I thought I heard footsteps. And it said the word footsteps. I don't know if you caught that. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can bring that up. But it had the word footsteps come up. That is interesting. That is extremely interesting. Number. That's weird. As I said, I thought I heard footsteps, and that came up on there. Footsteps. Bottom. Do you mean bum? Or do you mean bottom of the graveyard? Here. Okay. Is it here? Oh no, sorry, owl. Oh, my apologies. No, I'm not close enough for my phone to affect that. I had to zoom because I'm not close enough. the K2 is going. Interesting. I don't understand why it keeps going out of focus. This phone never ever goes out of focus on lives. Never. Is that you affecting the K2? Oh, sorry, I got to zoom too quick. I'm moving closer, but the phone's not affecting it. Move away. Right, okay, so that's not the phone that's affecting that. That's interesting. Answer. Grew an answer. And it stopped. Okay, and it started again. Not sure what to make of that. Is that you affecting that little light? If it is, can you send it higher? That's actually getting green flash getting stronger. I'm going to have to go through this before. It will be on our YouTube channel, Weird Wednesday Para Podcast on YouTube. We're on 162 subs, so we're doing really well. But that's thanks to Ian, Linda and Joe. They do all the hard work. I just do all the background stuff mostly. Mean. Kiss is interesting. Whoa. Hold on, that might be me. Let me move back. No, that's not me. I've just moved back. And that's not me. And it stopped. Hot. Yeah, it has been hot today. Can you come up to this camera and show yourself? I don't know what to make of it. Held. Hold on, I just noticed I'm standing right next to the K2 and it's actually gone off. It's turned off. I'm standing right close to it now and it's literally not going. Could that have been something? I don't know. I've moved closer to the... I was about 6 or 7 feet away, and now I'm only about 3 feet away, and there's literally nothing. That is interesting. So is he going to boy here? There's a spirit of you. And again. So I think I'm hearing what sounds like... Let me come back. I'm hearing what sounds like footsteps on gravel, but this graveyard doesn't have gravel in here. I've also heard what sounded like gravel being thrown, but like I said, there's literally no... It's a tarmac path. Is that you that I can hear? If anyone hears anything, please let me know. Head. Why did heads just come up? Okay. Some interesting stuff's come up. I've had the word boy, And then I found the gravestone, the grave there. Was possibly a mother and child. There's a couple over there that are possibly mother and child. There's been a couple of things that I've said that have actually corresponded. I don't generally believe in it. I don't generally believe in these apps, but the fact that it's actually been things I've said. Apologies for the darkness for those that are watching this on YouTube. It is exceptionally dark here. The moon is extremely bright, slightly better. I don't generally believe in the maps at all. To me, they're usually they're just random word generators. But there's things I've asked, and I've got a corresponding answer, which is kind of weird, really. That's interesting. This will be on our, those on Paranormal Anglia, this will be on our YouTube channel. We're on, I think, 163 subs, and we're looking to hopefully get to 1,000 by the end of the year. Turn back. Oh no, it's getting late. Oh, I've been here 40 minutes. K2's going again. That's definitely... Let me step back again. I'll just step back. You know, that word that's just come up doesn't scare me. Not impressed if that's the best you can do. If I don't believe in God, I'm not going to believe in Satan, am I? Reason? Well, the reason, there's no proof. Can you give me proof? Can you come in front of this camera or say something really loud? Number, again, it's the third time the word numbers come up. Alright, closer to the K2 than I was, and it's not affecting it. Let me go right up and check it again. Yep, see. Right, come back. That's about 2 feet. That's about 3 feet. Okay, so I'm about 3.5 feet away from the K2 and it's not affecting it. Which is interesting. So the few flashes I got a little while ago could have possibly been something. It could be soon. Word soon. My name's Carl, as I said. I was always told that if someone tells you their name, it's only polite to introduce yourself. So can you speak? Come up to this phone that's in my hand. You may not know what a phone is because it depends when you passed. But if you speak really loudly, when I play this back, I might be able to hear your voice. Numeral, okay. Apologies for my talking as well. I had a tooth out about a week ago, and since having a tooth out, I've really found that I've been struggling to talk. Oh my God, I have a vape in my hand. And Let's just come up. Okay, smart ass. Right, I've said my name's Carl. You've just said I'm vaping. You've just said vaping. So that means you can talk to me. So if that's the little boy, come right up to up to what I've got in my hand. It's called a phone. Anybody that watches this might be able to hear you talk. Can you tell me your name? I've said mine. Oh, my battery's about to die. Right. The battery's about to die, so I don't know if the app's going to turn off. Whoa. That just went right up to the orange. The one above the orange, shall I say. That is interesting. Did you do that? If you did, can you do it again, please? Let me turn this off. Can you do that for me again, please? Apologies for the noise of the road. Can you send that right back up to the orange again, please? That's me. Natural. Okay. Well, I'm gonna turn that off and save some of the battery power. Well, let's see if I can get a bit along there. That was interesting. I've been here about 40 minutes. This is only my second investigation since my heart attack. Some possibly interesting activity there. I'm not sure what to make of it, actually. That was very strange. That moon is extremely bright. Sorry, guys. I'm not gonna. Yeah, my battery's down to on the other phone's down to about 7%. So I'm not going to be able to do anything with that. So I can go away. Been interesting. Go to YouTube, Weird Wednesday Para Podcast, and subscribe. Like I said, we're looking to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. We've got about 6 months, so you never know, we might do it. If you can help us, it'd be great. It's Ian, Linda, and Joe that do all the hard work. The interesting thing is I've got my vape out, so I'm trying to quit again. I was using my vape, and it came up vaping on the app. I don't generally believe these apps. Yes, there's an electrical phone cable there. There's a couple of street lights, but I can't say they would have affected the K2. I showed multiple times that if I went right up close to it, it affected it quite severely. But it went off a couple of times. If I went back about 3 foot, it didn't affect it at all. And it's like not going now. That's interesting. Was it paranormal? Can't say it was definitely paranormal, but it's definitely interesting. That moon is so bright. That moon is ultra bright. I wonder if I can. That's interesting. But anyway, guys, subscribe, subscribe, share us around because we want to start getting out there. Our topic Wednesday on our live stream is haunted train stations and things like that. So it could be potentially interesting. Growing up in London, most of the train stations had stories of ghosts, so it could be interesting. Joe's in France, I'd be interested about some of that. And has had some experiences at train stations with spirits, so something that's well worth watching. It's my second investigation, like I said, since my heart attack, which is just over 2 years ago, about 2 years and 3 weeks ago. Yeah, it's been an interesting investigation. I'm in need of coffee right now, desperate need for caffeine right now. Go over to our YouTube, subscribe, share it around, and like and comment as well, please, guys. And shall see you soon.